Hi, my name is what? My name is Veronica. Hi, my name is Vic. My name is Carolina. Can I have the attention of the classroom for 1 second? Hi, kids.
Do you like fast food? You want to eat a big burger and a heartbeat?
Do you want to take a piece of pizza and do exactly like I did? Do you want to try fresh food or a mom's dish? Same. Your preference is great. It makes you
We will blow your brain.
Hi guys, now let's go into a bit of theory. So, what influences one individual's eating habits? Well, there are 7 factors. There are food style, trends, personal preferences, snacking habits, drinking habits, diet willingness, and diet behavior. And all of those factors are subcategorized in the different possibilities of combinations that create an eating habit. For instance, for the fundamental food styles, the variables of these factors are eating many but small meals, preferring to eat at home or preferring to eat fast foods outside, eating snacks in between meals regularly or preferring liquid food. All of those factors, and so for each factors, englobe the different combinations of eating habits and eating factors. In the environment of globalization and progressive liberalization of the market, many small local producers were excluded from the market as uncompetitive compared to the producers realizing scale economy due to their presence in large global scales. As there is a growing consumers' interest to recover their identity, those of local cultures and traditional values, there is a new chance for those small local producers. The problems of locally produced foods recently awakened interest and aroused many discussions. The aim of the presented study has been to test the parameters that influence preferences among food product branded as national, regional, or local product. The presented models identified several consumers' attitudes and feelings that are the main predictors of the relation between consumers' preference for local food and the preferences for national and regional food. Food made by local producers is perceived by consumers as being of higher quality and better complying with their habits and requirements than regional or national food products. For instance, the trendy diet habits of the moment are pretty much all based on a healthy, high quality product consumption as well as an eco-friendly way of life. This is seen also on social media, and it's very active on blogs, and there are many bloggers and vloggers that show their different diet habits, such as gluten-free foods that gained a major ground those past few years. There are also cleanses and detox. Trans fats were eliminated from public consumption. Everything is about eating clean, eating healthy, eating local.
So, hello everybody, my name is Victoria and I will conduct this discussion today, this focus group. So, as you know, we invited you to talk about food. something you are all interested in. And I will ask you several open questions, and you need to know that your opinion is very important and that you can discuss, together about the questions. So please feel welcome to express yourself and give your opinion during the discussion. There are no right or wrong answers, only interesting ones. Your opinion is very valuable to us for this focus group. The focus group will be filmed, but it's only for a purpose of research. What is your favorite food? And we can start by you. And so what we're going to do, you're each going to present each other before answering for the first question. Obviously, you don't have to do it every time. So your favorite food.
So my name is Riccardo. I'm from Italy and I'm 20. And my favorite food, it may be cliché, but it's pasta. And every kind of pasta.
Do you like to eat alone or do you eat like with friends? Or if you don't have any friends, it's okay. You can tell us. So yeah.
Well, it depends. I mean, I don't mind eating alone, but if I can, I prefer eating with friends. So.
You?
Yeah, also outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't really mind eating alone, but it's nice to eat with people and share a meal.
Yeah, I have to say it's nice to eat with people and or cooking for other people that you can share your dish.
Cooking for other people, that's nice too.
I like other people cook for me. Obviously, I prefer with people.
It's good. Another lazy person like me. Do you keep it to go to food markets or do you only shop in supermarkets? What I mean by food markets, like those, like fresh fruits, those markets that are open, only until 12 on the Plaza or stuff like that.
Okay. No, I usually tend to go to supermarkets also because I like fresh foods, fresh vegetables and so on, but I'm not really a big fan of it, so even if I can't take everything from the supermarket, so I'm too lazy to go to markets on the streets and so on, so I almost always go to supermarkets.
Very well. What about you?
Outside.
Yeah?
Outside we go.
I'm a bit too lazy to go to the market.
To supermarket. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, usually supermarket, there aren't the same kind of street markets where I'm from, but I mean, sometimes they have farmers markets on the weekends that I'll go to, but regularly it's supermarket.
But do you go to farmers market every time there is one near
No,
you? Or?
occasionally, but
Okay.
it's usually more expensive too, so, yeah,
Okay.
sometimes.
Yeah, I go to supermarkets most of the time, but I'd like to go to street markets.
Okay.
More. I should do it more, and it's cheaper, so that's also nice.
So we
Most
have
of the
two
time.
different. We have one saying that it's more expensive and one saying it's cheaper. Do you think that food from local producers are better than from the supermarkets?
Yeah, I think it's objective that food from local producers is better, but that doesn't stop me from buying food from supermarkets. But I think it's better.
I have the same opinion.
Always the Italians
Yeah,
stick
I would
together.
definitely say it's better quality usually when it's local because they don't treat it with things, and also it's nice to support local farmers too.
Organic, cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I don't know if it's usually better quality the food, but I think it's also better for the environment if you buy local food because it's not transported.
Very well.
I think it's better to the economy of your local country if you buy the food from here and from outside.
Okay. What about you, Carlos?
I think it depends. There are some local producers that are better than supermarket, and other ones that they are worse.
But globally, if you had to give, one better than the other,
Maybe local.
maybe local, yeah. Okay.
I think local is better, but is more expensive.
If you were a tour guide, what type of restaurants would you recommend to tourists?
Some local restaurant For example, in Italy, I would recommend some restaurant who's famous for pizza.
In Vermont, there's a lot of like local restaurants with like I don't know, just like good food. So I don't know, like the city that I'm in, there's a lot of good food. So I just recommend one of those like local restaurants or something with like maple too, because that's a local thing. So.
Okay.
Yeah, in that case, that I also would recommend like a local restaurant or a restaurant where a lot of locals go to, so you could have like the experience of being a local.
Some paella and caldero that here in Murcia is very good.
Okay.
Well,
What about you, Carlos?
here in Murcia is a sandwich restaurant next to the cathedral. It's called Pibes. And it's probably the most unhealthy food in the world. But for tourists, it's an
Talking
interesting
about
experience.
paella, next question is, do you like paella?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, every kind of paella.
Yes, simple
Yeah,
question,
simple
simple
answer.
answer. What about you? Do you like paella?
I never ate paella in my life,
But
but
you
when I come here, I get very.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, paella? Yeah? Yeah? You like paella? Yeah?
No.
No? Yeah? You were
I
the one
say
that
it's my
liked.
favorite.
Yeah, I remember your favorite dish. You too? You like paella?
Yeah,
Well, I like. Do you like to try different types of dishes?
Yeah. I like to try everything, so I really, especially when I travel, I feel like I'm missing something if I don't eat local food. So, well, I'd like to try everything. I still haven't found something that makes me say, okay, this I won't eat because I'm gonna feel sick. So, usually I try to eat everything.
Yeah, I like to try different things. I'm always up for whatever. Like we got snails the other day. And I didn't like them. But yeah, I like to try things.
yeah, always in for new dishes.
No, I don't like it at all.
More traditional. You like the food you know already.
Yeah, I like the food I know, that's all.
Okay, Carlos.
No, I like to try everything I can.
I am marketing professor. Right? I think in product different that people usually think about it. I work in corporate social responsibility. I take into account the social side of your consumption. My preferences regarding food depends on the occasion, mainly, for example. I prefer to buy to a local producer because the producer have a role in the environment, in your local environment, and you have to buy product from your environment because you have to support. I usually go to a supermarket but only for convenience. I assume that, for example, in Spain, fresh food, fruit and vegetables, good quality and a good price in a street market. But I usually don't have enough time to buy this type of food. Different things modify your preferences because I have to adapt. I don't have enough time to buy in 2 different stores, for example. I don't have time. I could have more time, yeah. I prefer have time, use the time in other things. I say to my student at class, it's forbidden go to McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, or another type of globalization food. Because if you go to, for example, Prague, you have to try the food because the food is part of the culture. I like to try because in my opinion, if you don't try different foods, you eat the same food every day. It's so boring for me. Keep in mind that the budget, because it is for young people, you have to keep in mind that the budget for a lunch is from 6 to 7 euro, the low, and the highest to from 50 to 18. 18. Okay.
So there are a lot of factors that can influence the preferences.
Okay. Occasion, budget, age, occupation.
We had 100 participants in our survey. Most of them were students of the age of 18 to 25. We asked them various questions which are focusing on their preferences. What's your lunch dinner budget? Most of the respondents answered that it is between 5 to 10 euros or less than 5. Next important question is about time you willing to wait for your dish to be ready. More than half of the participants answered that they are willing to wait about 16 to 30 minutes, and just 1% answered less than 5 minutes, from where we can see that it's not a problem to wait for a better quality food. As you can see, 46% of respondents eat out once a week, 24% eat out a few times a week. Nowadays, people tend to eat out more. Related to previous question, we have asked people how often they eat fast food. 51% once a month, 24% once a week, and 17% answered that they never eat fast food. We were also curious and let the respondents select between donuts and churros. It was almost half and half. Then we asked if they prefer homemade snacks or supermarket snacks, and 96% answered that they prefer homemade snacks. The conclusion here is that people tend to choose local, better quality food when they eat out. One of the last questions was if they go to food markets or only shop in supermarkets. 48% answered that they usually go to supermarkets, 46% both, and just 6% choose only food markets. At the end, we asked why they eat out. The most common reply is that it's faster and simpler, or because of their friends, or when they don't have enough time to cook, or in the event of special occasion. For a focus group, we chose 9 people. All participants were students and they were from Spain, Argentina, Italy, America, Holland and Ireland. The results are similar like in survey, as you could see in the video. Our aim was to obtain data and found out the preferences between local and global food. Unfortunately, we are not able to say an unequivocal result of this research because we are influenced by many factors. The main factors are time, budget, age, occupation, occasion. Otherwise, if we can omit these factors, especially time and budget, we can say that the result from survey, focus group and interview is regional food. As we make a survey, focus group and interview with the specialist, all the answers tend to regional food.